Today's focus is all about stop letting teammates break your confidence. Now, if you're constantly letting other people shake your confidence, I've got pretty honest news for you guys. You're handing them the keys. Whether it's a teammate barking at you, a coach that clearly favors somebody else, which happened to me several times, or a parent constantly picking apart your game, you are letting the opinions of others control your own headspace. And in today's video, I want to walk you through all of the tactical advice that have really helped me with this exact thing. Let's jump into it. So here's a really hard truth I'm going to start with. Confidence comes and goes because you let it, regardless of the external factors, not because of what anyone else says or does. I always say, one of my favorite sayings is power follows where the finger points. If you're blaming somebody else, you're giving them the power. Simple as that. You can ask yourself and be really honest here. How much stronger would you feel if you only focused on your own actions and thoughts? Are you constantly bowing to other people's opinions? Do you take real responsibility when you mess up on the pitch? And are you always pointing fingers, blaming others when things go wrong? An example of this was when I was at Michigan Stars and I was constantly blaming other people. The situation that I was in, the particular coach that we had, whatever it was, I was constantly pointing fingers. And then I realized to myself, well, that doesn't do me any good because number one, I'm the one who controls my own destiny and my own situation. Yes, despite coaches' opinions and things like that. However, it's way more beneficial for me to actually point the finger inwards and say, what can I do better and what can I focus on, my process, that is going to take me to that next level. A core piece of this is understanding that confidence doesn't come from compliments. It comes from competence. Real confidence doesn't come from people telling you that you're really good, from a coach, from a parent, from another player. It comes from actually doing the reps and doing the work. Confidence is built when you've drilled a movement so many times that your body knows it like a second nature. You don't need that feel confident because you become confident when you know you're capable. Want to feel confident receiving under pressure? Practice turning under pressure 500 plus times. Want to feel confident striking the ball? Go out to the pitch and do 1,000 reps on either feet. Want to feel confident in one-on-ones? Get a couple buddies together and go 100 different rounds and learn from every single one of them. Confidence isn't the result of success. It's the result of preparation. Put in the work and you won't need to feel confident. You'll be competent. A personal anecdote for me is when I was at Flower City and there was another player who could cross the ball a lot better than I could. So guess what I did? I went out and hit 100 crosses on either side every single day after practice, both in preseason and then during the season. And by the end of the season, I felt incredibly confident in my ability to make that cross and be just as good as that other player. And it paid off. So the next step in the process is extreme ownership. Now, this was a coined term from Jocko Willink, who's a former Navy SEAL. And if you read his book, it is absolutely sensational. I will leave a link to the book down in the description box below. It's one of my favorites of all time. And essentially, extreme ownership is take responsibility for absolutely everything in your life, both the good and the bad. It's like the extreme version of pointing the finger inwards. You want to build unbreakable confidence? You want to start with owning every single part of your process. That goes all the way from your preparation to your mindset, to your nutrition, to your sleep habits, to the people you surround yourself with outside the pitch. It is all incredibly, incredibly important. So training, nutrition, mindset, strength work, performance, all of that is your responsibility. And if you start with extreme ownership, all of a sudden you feel like you have power. Maybe you aren't where you want to be, but that's where it starts. And yeah, you're going to make mistakes, but you're also gonna have a bunch of wins and you want to own all of that. No one is coming to save you. No one's going to hold your hand through this amazing journey, except maybe your parents, of course, who want to support you, or your friends who want to support you. But even that isn't going to last forever. Here's a couple harsh examples that will hopefully drive in the point. A teammate is yelling at you for no particular reason. I actually got a comment about this the other day. You have to shrug it off. They won't matter in a year. It will not matter. Coach benches you for a mistake. Good. It's a chance to get better. Didn't make the team or you screwed up in tryouts. Cool. This is your starting point. It's really time to get to work. There will always be teammates, coaches, or people around you who absolutely suck. That's just life. Whether they suck on the pitch or off the pitch or as people or as attitudes, They are not responsible for your failures, and they're also not responsible for your successes. So stop giving them that power. Personally, the most powerful shift I ever made as a player was focusing on internal validation. There's a difference between internal and external validation. Internal validation is being okay with yourself and your actions because you are positively reinforcing it to yourself. Whereas external validation is waiting for other people outside of you, a coach, a parent, a friend, or a teammate, to say that you did a good thing. You want to be way heavier on the internal validation while still taking stock of some of the feedback that you get from the external validation. Focusing on internal validation was when I stopped chasing praise from coaches and teammates and started building my own reward system. So it's an internal reward system as you get that cycle going. Everything changed from that point. I forgot mistakes faster. I stopped spiraling after criticism. I became less emotional about the bad and even some of the good. And I locked into my own process. This all is going to come back to process. As the famous marketer Gary Vaynerchuk once said, don't listen to the good or the bad. My translation for that is the only voice that matters is yours. Everyone else, background noise. And again, we're talking about confidence, not necessarily coaching on the pitch. You want to listen to your coaches, you want to listen to your parents for other things, but confidence is where you need to be in your own head. All right, now I'm going to get harsh for a second, so I hope you can handle it. Blaming teammates for your own mistake is a bitch move, number one. Number two, no one likes a complainer or a whiner. Number three, coaches and players don't hurt you if you don't give them permission. Number four, your lack of success isn't somebody else's fault, nor is your immense success. Number five, if it's your career, why are you letting somebody else control it? Number six, even gatekeepers can't stop the relentless. Be inevitable. Translation, focus on your process. Number seven, the best revenge for anything, be so good your haters absolutely disappear. So why do I say all this? You want to build your confidence like a tank, durable, totally unshakable, and fueled by your own fire. Again, that internal validation. Forget the noise, dial in, show up, become undeniable, do the reps. And again, it comes from competence, not from compliments. See you guys in the next one.